You mentioned friends a couple of times. They seem important to you. You're a fun-loving person that comes across very much in your personality, on your website. Tell me more about that, what the friends mean to you.
Yeah, I mean, I think, well, I like to think I've got a very good group of friends. I mean, I've got a couple of very professional friends up here, and you know, I've got a group of friends back home in Offaly as well, and you know, my friends who I see more up in Dublin, I kind of play a lot of golf with those, hang around with those a lot. I mean, one of them's a rugby player for Leinster, another one is a golf professional, and you know, another couple of lads have, you know, are in the line of business and, you know, have good jobs and work hard. And I think from hanging around with people like that is, you know, is very good for me as a person, and you know, to keep me grounded, and you know, we keep each other grounded, and we're kind of, you know, it's always good for, I mean, when the lads are having bad days, they've got me to talk to. When I'm having a bad day, I've got them to talk to. And you know, the same with my friends from home, they're very grounded people, you know, good country fellas that you know, very down to earth, and they keep me down to earth. And like, you know, whether I win a tournament or miss a cut, I'm the same person as them the following week. So it's good to have people like that around me, yeah.
What are the top 3 characteristics for being a top professional golfer?
I think you've definitely got to be hard working. I think you know, there's a lot, talent can only get you so far, and you need to know you need to be smart about working hard. Like, people think working hard is going to the range for 4 hours in the rain. People think, you know, that's good, but really it's not. I mean, you're as well off maybe getting a good swim in, or a good gym session if the weather's, you know, not great, or maybe if you have an indoor putting range you can use, get an hour on that is better than, you know, 4 hours in beating balls in the wind and the rain. So yeah, hard working, but being smart about it. You know, at the end of the day, you don't get anywhere in this life without a bit of hard work. You know, talent, as I said, talent can only get you so far. But that's definitely one of the characteristics, I would say, to become a good pro. The next one would be, I mean, you've got to be focused, very focused in what you do. I mean, there's a lot of distractions, you know, both on and off tour. In the whole world, there's a lot of distractions, there's a lot of people that will set you in the wrong direction. But you've got to be focused in what you're doing, and you know, it kind of ties in a little bit with hard working, but you know, focus on the right things, and know what you're doing, and you know, listen to the right people, and you know, being clever about it that way.
It takes some discipline avoiding distractions. Was that an issue growing up, or now as a pro?
Yeah, I think it's a very, I mean, obviously the Irish culture is very laid back. I mean, Irish people are happy once they're in a pub having a pint, and I think that's kind of one thing that kids, I mean, I'm not saying I don't enjoy a pint with my friends, it's kind of, but you need to know when to do it and when not to do it, and you need to know when to say no and be a bit selfish about things, and just say, listen, I've got something big on tomorrow or next week that, you know, I'm staying in, I need to get my sleep tonight or whatever. It's just kind of little things that, you know, distractions that just, I mean, because they're not really distractions for other people in other lines of work, but as a golfer, they are distractions for you. So yeah.
Who are the top sports people, golfers, that you admire most?
They're all Irish people. I'm a very patriotic person, so I think Brian O'Driscoll is probably one of the great sports people, not only in this country but in the world, and you know, he's just been amazing for Ireland. I was never a big rugby fan when I was a kid, but you know, in the last maybe 10 or 12 years, I've really got into it and really enjoy going to games and watching it, and I've kind of watched him up all along, and he's just been amazing for both Ireland and Leinster, and you know, he's been amazing. He's an amazing person as well. I mean, I've met Brian quite a bit, and he's just a lovely person to talk to, very down to earth, very grounded, and yeah, definitely one person I would look to and say he's definitely one of my heroes.
So would you say that Bod is a solid and grounded individual as a person first, and number 2 as a sports person?
Exactly. I mean, I don't know much about him. I've met him a few times and I've spoke to him, but I mean, from what I've heard and what I believe, he's he's very focused on his career, and he has been for the last, like, you know, since he started playing rugby. And you know, that's the type of person you need to be you need to be, as I said, quite selfish and quite focused on your own career, and you know, quite determined to get to the highest level, which is what he did. And you know, he definitely did reach the highest level in his sport. Another person, definitely Padraig Harrington. As a kid, I've watched him, you know, growing up watching him playing Ryder Cups, and I remember watching him winning those majors. I was still an amateur at the time, thinking to myself, I mean, how amazing would it be to, you know, even meet him. I remember meeting him as an amateur then, the GUI, and you know, I'm quite lucky enough that I get to play practice rounds with him and hang out with him and go for dinner and speak to him, and you know, just get to feed off him and get information off him is great. And you know, what he's done for golf in Ireland, I think, and for, you know, what he's done in the game of golf has been amazing. I don't think he gets enough credit in Ireland. I think people in Ireland have very short memories, and you know, he's definitely, I think it's a toss of a coin between him and Bod for the greatest sports person ever to come out of this country. Maybe I'm being a little bit biased, but I think he's definitely one of the greatest.
And as you say, when people achieve a certain amount, expectations from media and fans change.
Yeah, exactly. And when he does something, he was actually on TV last night. I remember I was listening to him, and he was saying, I mean, no matter what, if he wins another tournament, it's just another tournament. Unless he wins another major, his CV will stay the same. So you know, and that's the way people are looking at him now. And I mean, that comes with the territory of winning majors, I suppose. Hopefully, I'll have that problem.